Namaskar guys, how are you doing? I'm so sorry that there was a technical glitch and I couldn't broadcast my webinar properly to you guys. But the show has to go on, and these are some things which will happen in your life all the time. You can't stop by. So here is an alternative. I'm doing a video for you guys so that you can watch this at your convenience. And if you have any question, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and please leave your comment there. I would love to reply to your comments out there. Now let's try to understand how I generate leads for my clients. There are multiple clients that we work with, but I'm just going to take few of them here, and I'm going to showcase those case studies to you guys. So let's try to understand effective targeting and content strategies, which works for brands, and how do you plan the right kind of audience personality for your business. 2, how do you create your creative? What are some of the important parameters that you need to take into consideration? And what kind of questions you need to ask to your clients when you start working with them. So let's look at it. It's a case study Sunday. I call it case study Sunday. So we'll try to see how we can have one case study once on one Sunday of every month. And these are some of the case studies that I have worked with. And if you want your business to work with my business, which is my company called Ecomi, please feel free to drop me an email. We would love to take clients for Facebook advertisements. I'm trying to grow my team there. If you're already a Facebook advertiser and you're based out of Chennai and you have got some good experience here, please do apply to me. My email ID is saurav@ecomi.in. So let's get started any which ways. 3 case studies for you, and these are some simple case studies and simple things that we have done for clients which has worked for them. What's the flow of a case study? I'll try to give you what's the intent of the seller, what are those questions that you need to ask to the client, how important it is to choose the right audience and better audience, super creatives, creatives that worked, and results for your performance. So results for your campaigns basically. So let's get started. Now this is one of the campaigns which I have earlier blogged about, which is called Lakeside 2, which is a brand by Sugal and Damani. It's a property located in Pudal, which is on the extreme north of North Chennai, and this is the second phase of the project. The first phase was already launched. 170 families have moved in, almost 164 plus families have moved in, and the objective is to sell the second phase. So first thing that we asked the client is to understand who are the first set of buyers. So they told us that it's majority of their clients are parents of the kids studying in Velamal International School, which is right opposite to the property site. Now what got easily sold for them earlier was the 21 lakhs property. Something which takes difficulty to sell is 45 lakhs worth property. So we use social media to sell 21 lakhs worth property, 45 lakhs worth property. Both these campaigns done separately because somebody will be interested in the cost conscious scenario. Somebody would be interested in buying 3 BHK at 45 lakhs, which still is very cost effective in Chennai market. What are those USPs? Is very important for you to understand because these are those points which you would want to highlight in your communication while you are advertising for your client. So the USP for this brand, which is Pudal, for the location, is it's located very near to a lake. So there is abundance of water, underground water available, and that's a good quality water, which is usually not available in other part of the city because city is always running short of water. And the biggest challenge is addressed here, which is like stay close to Velamal International School, have a good education, have abundance of water, stay away from the city, and have a beautiful life. So those are some of the combination of words that we had used in our communication. Now let's understand the personality of the audience. Whenever you run a real estate kind of campaign, just don't get started with the campaign and target everyone out there. You will get a lot of leads at a cost effective rate, but then you will have no quality of leads. You need to really understand your audience before you start a campaign and define your audience personality. It's all about behavior of your consumers. It's all about your observation. It's all about understanding market, doing a little bit of market research, asking right questions, observing things. Look at what has worked for competitors. Sometimes your competitors are the best examples for you to study. They are the right material sometimes that when you observe them, you can really figure out what has worked for them, and that probably is going to work for you as well. Now let's see this. So these are the kind of audiences that we had targeted. Audience 1, which is location based targeting, people who stay in North Chennai in areas such as Kilpark, Ananagar, Pushwakam, Saukapet, Veperi and Madhavaram. The other part of the city is basically places like Adyar, Velacheri, and then you have OMR, ECR, etc. That side of the city usually don't like to invest in this side of the city. this side of the city doesn't like to invest in that side of city. So you know it yourself that people who would like to invest in a property would like to invest when they are in the North Chennai, because Pural is that one area which is usually heard a lot by people living in North Chennai. Pural is quite a famous area in Chennai any which ways because there's a Pural jail. But can I use Pural jail as a landmark location in my communication? No. Why? Because, dude, I don't want to stay near a jail, and why would you want to stay near a jail? So you can't use that negative emotion in your communication. You can never say that, hey, live very close to the proximity of Pural jail, though Pural jail is a landmark. We can't use that when you're trying to sell your home. So that's something which you need to remember. Sometimes the landmark locations could be a problem if it's a jail. Sometimes if it's Taj Mahal and you say buy a home near Taj Mahal, why would I stop? And if it's at 45 lakhs, trust me, that's like my dream come true. But yes, I need to see Taj Mahal from my balcony. Now anyways, why this particular location, North Chennai? As I just told you, that people here are more aware about the area. They probably have been there because there are quite a few temples. There are Jain temples, there are some South Indian temples, or I'll say Hindu temples. South Indian is not the right word. Let's say Hindu temples, and it's frequently visited place by people living in North Chennai. So you need to run ad campaigns targeting people, considering the age group. Whenever you're running a real estate campaign, do not target people between 18 to 26 because they don't have intention to buy a home right now. 27 plus is planning to get married. They're planning to get settled. They have income so they can take home loans. They are the ones who are aiming to have aspirations to buy homes. They are the one who would like to spend and on the saved money, or they want to use the saved money and spend on the right things. So that's my audience one. My audience two was parents. Why parents? As we understood from a client that the majority of people who had stayed there are parents of Vellamal International School. How can I target them? I have also learned that this school boasts close to about 20-25,000 students. So how do we campaign or create campaigns for them? So we created a campaign targeting audience here exclusively parents of kids between age group 3 to 15, not 0 to 15 but 3 to 15, and they are living in the proximity of 5 kilometers from the location. So that was my audience 2. My audience 3 was interest based targeting. But if you ask me this question, sort of all these audiences work? Not really. Some works really well, some does not, but you have to assume, you have to really test. Facebook advertisement is all about testings. If you do not test, then you will not see great value coming for your business. So keep testing with different audiences. I keep testing with different audiences. I tell my team to keep testing with different audiences. Audience number 3 is interest based targeting. Targeting people who are interested in investing in real estate development, etc. Why? Because you never know who would be interested in investing in a really hot property. So this is a pan Chennai target. Anybody who's interested in buying a property, investing in real estate Chennai, etc. Because these are the ones who likes to buy property, be it any part of the city, because they look at appreciations, they look at buying a home as an investment, they look at the rental value. And rental value was also one of the key parameters that we had asked to our clients, because the yield is about 12,000 per month and your investment is about 21 lakhs. So a lot of people would like to buy home, and that was also one of the key parameters in our communication. The audience 4 that we had targeted were NRIs, because NRIs like to invest back in India. We targeted NRIs, expats. It's a behavioral targeting where you can target people who are Indian expats living in your targeted countries. And I picked up language as Tamil, because I assume people who speak Tamil or understand Tamil are majorly people from Tamil Nadu. Assumption. Maybe you have learned Tamil but you're not from Tamil Nadu, but that's very rare case. If I ask you this question, how many of you know Tamil? Many of you will say no, unless you're from Tamil Nadu. So that's one of the core reasons why you should target people on the basis of language, if you know that the majority of buyers are Tamilians. So that's something that you need to understand. Now these are some of the ad creatives that we had planned. So there was ad creative 1, 2, 3, 4. We usually put close to about 6 to 12 ad creatives in period of 3 months or 6 months to see what's working and what's not working for this client. Let's try to understand what kind of advertisement strategy we had created for this client. Now we had created a very cool letter writing kind of a style, And this letter writing kind of a style is with an objective that when we are trying to communicate with people, we should never be very commercial. Don't just say buy now, live a amazing lifestyle. I mean, you can always say that, but you need to really see how can you test Facebook advertisements. The best part of testing Facebook advertisements is it's not going to cost you a bomb on the first go, like how you might want to not spend testing in traditional advertisements, but you might want to do this in Facebook advertisements because you can just play with about 500 to 1000 rupees and see how it has worked for you. So this is one of the communication that has worked for the client. The communication is, dear Chennaites, wanna come from Sugal Damani. It's a very soft emotional tone and approach which is working, and it is giving them a message saying that, hey look, we have already launched the first one which was very successful, we are announcing a second launch. They are making it like they are not selling the property but informing people that this is the new property which is coming up, which is located in Pudal, which has these 4 parameters and key reasons why you should buy. 1, no water problems. 2, very near to the school. 3, the property of this particular price, the price of this particular property is going to increase. And 4, it's very near to these key IT parks. So that's the kind of messaging which is going into picture, and that is a triggering factor which says instead of investing in OMR which is running short of water, you might want to invest in Pudal. It's like how you talk, right? When somebody is asking you, hey, where should I buy home in Chennai, you'll say don't buy homes in OMR because there's no water there, or don't buy a home in XYZ because there's so much of water logging problem there. So you need to really define your audience accordingly. Buy home in Pudal at 47 lakhs is the call to action, and the keyword is best investment of lifetime which is used out here. So this is location based targeting, which is for people living in Chennai, especially the North Chennai, and people are interested in investing in real estate scenario of the country or of the city. Now let's look at perform advertisement, which is the same ad copy creative, but the copy is different. This is targeted at parents exclusively, with a key highlight which says, is your kid studying in Velamal Global School? And that is something that has been taken into consideration. Point number 3. Now this is a campaign which was designed by the ad agency of the brand, which is a Mersal offer. And Mersal offer is closely associated with Mersal movie. So when the movie was launched in September, we had created this, and this got them maximum responses. But if you notice here, the messaging is for NRIs. So last time you saw Dear Chennaites, but we have changed it to Dear NRI. So when you create your target audience, you have to change the messaging accordingly so that you see relevant advertisement to the relevant audience and you see relevant leads coming for you. This worked as well. So if I have to dissect this advertisement, there's an emotional quotient, there's a social proof, there are rational benefits, there's typical talkings, the current affair has been showcased, and the price quotient has been put across. So that's one of the best ways that you probably can create your real estate advertisements. Today is an era of video. We are trying to innovate in the video side now. So my team is getting upgraded in that particular space. We have already tested quite a few video ads for clients, and video ads is where your investment should go, because people like to see that particular thing, that trickling thing which comes on the timeline, than just seeing the static images. They're bored of this. They want to see a new thing, which is video. So you should try to test these kind of advertisements with video. It could be as simple as this lady blinking her eyes, moving from left to right, and the messaging flowing from left to right and top to bottom. Such something that could create an animated moment for your audience. Leads obtained, total leads, so close to about 502 leads, and the advertisements are going with different parameters. So they're close to about 1000 leads which is flown in with a budget of $3 per lead. That's the average cost that we have obtained for these leads out there. You can definitely bring these, the aim is to bring down the cost from an optimization point of view, but remember, the more niche audience that you do, the higher the cost is going to be. So that's one of the key parameters for you to look into when you are designing your Facebook advertisements. Campaign 2. I'm going to keep this very short and simple, guys. Parenting Guide by Chuchu TV. This is the advertisement copy that had worked, the first copy, the second copy. We did have a human touch, but that's not something that worked for Chuchu TV. Why? Because Chuchu TV is known for its cartoonscape. It's known for its cartoon characters. Chuchu TV is to be colorful, creative all the time. It's one of the top It's one of the globally very popular YouTube channels, and it's for you to understand that when you're trying to create a brand avatar on social media or trying to create a strategy for a brand, try to see how your creatives can match up with your audience expectation. An audience who has seen Chuchu TV always colorful, it has seen cartoons. If you try to add a human touch there, you might not see great relevancy. So you try to see and play with cartoons, and we have tested this both and we have realized cartoon has worked for them. Something which is very important is the long haul advertisements. When you're running any kind of subscription campaign, something that inspires people most is what's the usual traction? What's the user's traction? If you see this ad which talks about free quick guide, which is yellow Jatang color, I always say use colors which is not in the scope of blue color. It's not in the shades of blue, but it's something which just stands unique, and this is something which stands unique. This is also very mobile friendly. When you look at this particular advertisement on mobile, this is very mobile friendly because the font is in 20% text, not more than 6 to 7 words have been used in the image. Plus, the first few lines that a person would see from a headline perspective is free guide to make your parenting journey beautiful. So that's the word free. Anything gets sold when you say the word free. There's an emotional quotient, and the emotional question is a question raised to parents: how to make traveling with kids easier, how to teach hygiene to your kids, how to make your little ones more sociable. The biggest problems are addressed in format of questions, and these questions are answered in these guides. Now this guide has got 895 shares, 252 positive comments, which we let it flow, because when people see so many comments, so many shares, they would love to sign up for this particular campaign for the brand. Now let's look at this. Other ads tested in the same campaign, this worked brilliantly. This was the second one which worked, but this was much beneficial. So we learned it that this is the kind of style what people love to see than this one, and the messaging is same. As a result, we got a lot of leads. I can't share the numbers out here because we are strictly under the privacy policy, but we got a lot of leads, and I'm not even sharing how much we have spent for them. So we've got a lot of leads. We created lookalike audience of people who has interacted with these ads. We have created audience out of people who have filled the form. We have done multiple testings now, or going to do multiple testings now with people who has interacted with these ads. So it works for you to run advertisements, because from here you can create brand funnel and create advertisements for those people who has interacted with your first set of ads. A lot more easier for you to sell things to them because they know you well already. Now that's the third campaign. It's one of my favorite brands, which is called Smart CEO. We worked with them last year and we got them some great results, but last year they worked with somebody else, and I was not so happy because they moved away from us. But surprisingly, I have learned this: what goes comes back. If you do good to people, people will do good to you. If you do some good work, people would want to work with you. So try to do some good work, because when you do some good work, and if your team is doing some great work, my team does some brilliant work out here. When your team does some brilliant work out here, you will see that people who are moving away from you would want to come back to you. So always ensure that you try to do the best for the clients that you're working for, or for the brands that you're working for, or for your business, or for your company. That when you try to be loyal to your company and do the best, and you put a little extra effort of doing research, don't get customized to a situation and say, hey, you know what, this is what I'm getting paid, this is what I will deliver. You will never grow. You have got an opportunity to work somewhere. Prove yourself, because when you prove yourself, there are people looking up to you. Your managers are looking up to you, and for sure they will take you to one step ahead when you try to put that extra effort or edge to deliver something beyond imagination. Smart CEO Magazine's the Startup 50 Conference and Awards is one of the brands that we got again this year. So as I told you, what went came back to us because we did some good stuff for them. The intent was to sell tickets of upcoming conference. We created video campaigns for them. We created images campaign for them. So now we are testing with a lot of video campaigns, and trust me, it's just so amazing to work with the same team and upgrading them. They're getting upgraded with video skills themselves by watching a lot of YouTube videos. There's so many things to learn from internet itself. So the questions that we asked to client: how many tickets you want to sell? So I said 150, so that we know that we need to have the right kind of budgets to sell that kind of tickets. Do they have database of their key audience? They said yes. Do they have database of people who have attended the events in the past? Yes. So that becomes a custom audience through which we create lookalike audience. And then we created the profile of audience who usually registers. So when we created the profile of audience who usually registers with them, basically people who are managers, entrepreneurs, CXOs. So that was one of the target audience out there. So created 3 audience personalities for the campaign. Audience 1, people on the basis of their designation, living in Bangalore, Mysore and Chennai. This event was taking place in Bangalore. We knew that the majority of sale is going to happen in Bangalore because convenience is the most important thing when you're trying to sell tickets, guys. No point running a campaign for this, targeting everyone in India, because then you will get a lot of leads at a very lesser cost. But trust me, whoever you're going to call, they say, no, it's happening in Bangalore and I don't want to come this far for this particular event. So first, sell things in your home. Charity begins at home. Sales needs to begin at home. So first try to target that audience who you can convince. Why? Because when you give leads to your sales team, they should be convinced that, hey, look, the leads that we are getting is convincing enough for us to close very quickly, because most of them have shown interest and they're not those ones who say, no, don't call me now, don't call me later, etc., etc. This advertisement campaign was connected with an email marketing campaign. Everyone who had inquired, we sent them the basics, the most important information about this event through an email. There was an automation which was integrated, and this automation that was integrated for this client has helped this client in doing the first level of communication. Even if you have lesser sales team, the moment somebody is signing up, they will get to see an email, and that email is good enough for you to strike the first basic communication. Even if you delay in giving a call, somebody's got an email on behalf of you, which means you're quick. And that is where the magic of automation starts happening. Every Facebook advertisement campaign, the last campaign that you saw, the previous campaign that you saw, has an email marketing automation. Anybody who's inquiring for Poodle gets to see 3 emails coming from us who's guided on the parameters of what's working and what's not working, who is guided on the parameters of why should they buy a home, what are some of the best things, etc. in that area. So same way, when you're doing any kind of campaign, ensure that you add that email touch, because getting leads is everyone's cup of tea, but adding automation is the value that you would want to bring for your clients. Please bring that value to your clients for your business. Works brilliantly. So audience 1, people with a designation, behavior targeting small business owners and custom audiences, people who have visited their website and the databases, and the lookalike audience created out of the databases. Now let's look at the ad copy that worked for them. It's my magic stuff, guys. I'm sharing the secret with you today, and I'm sure the secret is going to work for you if you're going to sell any event and conferences in the future. When you're doing any event and conferences and you're doing marketing for them, do this kind of collage. It works. This is the magical collage that has worked for me for every conference that I have worked for. I have worked for Tycon, I have worked for Smart CEO, I have worked for Indian Federation of Culinary Association, I have worked for a lot of other events out here where the scope of sales have majorly happened with a collage like these. When you show faces of people which is industry recognized, which are who are popular enough in the market space, and you tell people why should you attend this event and who are the speakers. If you look at this particular copy, it's a long copy. I'm a big fan of long advertisement copies because short one don't invite my interest much. Why? For a reason, because I really don't have time to click on that link and check out the landing page. If you could give your audience enough information here, then you could do complete justice to your sales strategy or your lead generation strategy. So call to action, key speakers, photographs, location is very important to show when you're selling event, ticket price, discounted price, because actual price and discounted price, these are 2 bread winner for every event marketer. So please have one price and then have the second price. Point number 3. This is the other ad copies which were part of the same strategy. So that's why I told you this is the one which will work the most. These are the other ones which did not work as much as this one. So as I told you, use collages of speakers who are going to be part of your conference, because that can do the magic for you. Total number of leads in a due course about 1,000, one of the campaigns got us 327 leads at a cost of close to about 100 rupees, which is not bad. But what worked for this brand was a job title based targeting. As assumed that people who are decision makers were targeted using Facebook, and they are the ones who inquired the most. We almost sold 150. We almost sold almost 100 to 150 tickets using Facebook advertisements, and there's some beautiful testimonial that has come from this client. There's a beautiful testimonial that has come from Chuchu TV as well. So it's where from the client, from the Chuchu TV team as well. So always do some great work and try to see how you can really make those advertisements better. Sometimes your team might do a haywire job and you might want to help them in doing a better one. So keep guiding, keep improvising, keep doing some better creatives, and keep testing. And these are some of the magical things that you need to do with your Facebook advertisement. So that's about it, guys. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below, or please connect with me on my Facebook channel, which is facebook.com/SORAVJAIN DIGITAL, which is facebook.com/Saurav Jain Digital. You can leave me a review there, and please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Before you ask me questions, do not forget I am coming up with a bootcamp in Delhi. The current price of this particular bootcamp is ₹12,000. If you would like to book, the link is right there. It is going to be here in the comment section too. You can use this coupon code social40 and get flat 40% off. It's a 2 days workshop happening in Delhi on 16th and 17th. You're going to enjoy every single aspect of this workshop, and this is my promise to you. I have done close to about 300 plus workshops in India in last 6 years, and this one is going to be the magical one because it's the last workshop of 2017. That's about it, guys. Thank you so much for patiently listening to me. I'm looking forward to see your questions. Thank you.